Monday, November 13th at about 2:40 in the afternoon, and Luna and I have walked out on the Cataraqui Trail east of Sydenham Lake, and we've come to McFadden Road here. We're just going to head back now. We've walked about 5.5 kilometers to this point. Very nice walking day, cloudy, 5 degrees centigrade, and a little bit of a wind from the east. As I usually do when I come on these hikes, I've been keeping a bird list and putting it into eBird as I go. There's been quite a few interesting sightings, nothing rare per se, but just some decent numbers of things. I had about 25 trumpeter swans back at the start of the hike. There was also a mute swan there. I've had 3 great blue herons still hanging around, 4 red-bellied woodpeckers, which I think is a tie for the high that I've had along this stretch of trail at any one time. And they were separated apart from each other, so I'm pretty sure they were different birds. 3 hooded mergansers, 2 immature bald eagles, quite a few tree sparrows in places, 3 common mergansers. A common loon was still out in Sydenham Lake. So a pretty good birding expedition here. As you can see, it's a very gray day. Has that somber feeling of mid to late fall. Water's pretty cold. Just want to take a moment to thank everyone who's been watching the channel for however long, and hopefully if you haven't subscribed, you might consider subscribing. I'm hoping to grow the channel into the future in a number of different veins, but that will have to come out in the future. But if you've been watching for a while and haven't yet subscribed, I hope you'll consider subscribing, because that helps me out with the YouTube algorithm, whatever that is. Now, I've been breaking some records. It's only taken me about 4 years to get to 870 subscribers, so I'm breaking some YouTube records here, and hopefully I can break that 1,000 mark within the next 5 years if I'm lucky. So if you haven't subscribed and you enjoy what I'm producing, please subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. It's free, and you can unsubscribe if you don't like it in the future. 3:50 and the sun is getting low on the horizon on the west end of Sydenham Lake. There's 3 common mergansers swimming along. You may be able to see a few of the swans at the very north end of the bay here. That's extreme zoomed in and it's not going to be very clear, but here comes a goose. Right over. So it's almost 4 o'clock and it's starting to get fairly dark. So we better get our ways back to the car. Otherwise we'll be trapped out here with all the various creatures running around in the dark. Another view of the swans from a different angle. See more of them here. But again, that's extreme zoom in very poor light, so it's not going to look very good. Okay, 4:05 and we're just coming up to the end of our hike here. Hope you've enjoyed this outing. This is always one of my favorite spots to hike, and I know I put a lot of videos up here about this, so maybe it bores some people out there, but every time I come along here it looks different depending on the time of the year, the weather. It always looks different no matter when I come. So theoretically it should look different every time I do videos about it too, and I try to focus on different subjects all the time to some degree too. So hopefully that alleviates any tendency towards repetition among my videos. Catch you later.